Hello again, good people, and welcome back to the channel. This is your Dr. Zek. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so that you won't miss out on any similar videos that we upload. Please leave a comment in the comment section if you've got any comments to make. Today, I want to discuss with you and share with you how you can become a successful entrepreneur. I want to talk about how you can be successful in entrepreneurship. What gives me the authority to talk about entrepreneurship? You might be asking. I am a successful entrepreneur myself. I am an investor. I'm a hustler. And above all, I've written a book on entrepreneurship. This is the book that I wrote on entrepreneurship. So this can give you a bit of a confidence of why you can listen to my ideas and try to see if they work for you. Most of the things I write about are what I've gone through, what I've experienced. So I love sharing information. I love sharing what methods that I've found successful in my own personal experience. I love sharing with others. I also love to educate people, to empower, to inspire, and to motivate people. I like to empower people to become the best they can be, to reach their maximum potential. So, first things first, what is entrepreneurship? When we talk about entrepreneurship, what do we really mean? What does entrepreneurship mean? When I was digging through to find what other people think about entrepreneurship, I realized that there's numerous definitions of entrepreneurship. However, all of them are based upon starting business and developing business in order to generate profit, in order to make profit. So entrepreneurship is about making profits. In my own book, I define entrepreneurship as starting and running a business, small or big, in order to generate income for survival and also for creating generational wealth. This is how I chose to define entrepreneurship. You can define it in your own way, as long as your definition involves making a profit, doing some projects to make a profit. It can be big or small business. It can be a small project. It can be just small hustling. As long as you are generating money and making a profit, that's entrepreneurship. Now, what do you need in order to become successful in entrepreneurship? Let me quickly disclose that entrepreneurship is not an easy game. It can be very interesting, but it's not easy. However, it is also very rewarding. If making money was that easy, everyone will have money. If entrepreneurship was for everyone, no one will be poor. So entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Some people are successful in it and some people are less successful in it. What I want to quickly also disclaim is anyone can become an entrepreneur. You don't need special qualifications to become an entrepreneur. You can be a self-made entrepreneur. You can learn from your own mistakes. You can learn from other people's mistakes and become a successful entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship involves a lot of risk-taking. It involves a lot of failures. It involves a lot of challenges that require an innovative mind, that require people who are adaptable, people who can keep going, people who are resilient, who don't give up easily. But at the end of the day, those people who are that focused, they also reap the numerous rewards associated with entrepreneurship. Now, let's discuss what is required for you to become a successful entrepreneur. It's a no-brainer. You need a strong character. As I've just said, that entrepreneurship involves a lot of failures. So you need a resilient character that even if you fail, you don't stop when you fail, but you learn from the mistakes and improve on them. Entrepreneurship involves a lot of challenges, drawbacks. For an entrepreneur, that's a day-to-day thing. So if you're not comfortable in failing, then probably entrepreneurship is not for you. Try something else. Entrepreneurship involves a lot of failings. A lot of things don't work well. But at the same time, it involves a lot of successes as well. When you're taking these challenges head on, if you're successful in overcoming those obstacles, then you celebrate. Entrepreneurship is about taking risks. You can't be successful as an entrepreneur if you are scared to take risks. You take calculated risks. If you're not comfortable with taking risks, if you are a coward, then entrepreneurship cannot be for you. You need to be brave in order to be successful in entrepreneurship. Starting a business, developing it to make a profit involves a lot of risks. Number 3, entrepreneurship involves a lot of hard working. I don't know of any entrepreneur who is not hardworking. I honestly don't know. If you are not comfortable with waking up very early and sleeping late, you can't be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs usually get up very early in the morning and they work long hours, and they don't die out of working long hours. If you are comfortable with your sleep, get a 9-to-5 job. Nothing wrong with 9-to-5 job, but it is less rewarding. If you want to make real money, you need to become an entrepreneur. The harder you work, the longer you work, the more money you get. The smarter you also become, the more money you get. The more risk you take, the more rewards. No risk, no reward. More risk, more rewards as well. Innovation. Entrepreneurship requires you to be very innovative. This is because you are facing challenges every day. You are facing challenges all the time. You have to provide solutions. So in providing solutions, that's how you make money. In order to make money, you solve problems. When you're solving people's problems, that's how you make money as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs enjoy solving problems. And whilst they're solving problems, they make money out of it. They are problem solvers. They identify opportunities. They have that third eye that helps them to identify opportunities. They identify problems and then provide solutions to those problems. And they charge people to solve those problems, or they receive revenue, income out of solving people's problems. If you enjoy finding solutions to people's problems, you can be a successful entrepreneur, because this is fundamentally what it calls for. This is what entrepreneurship demands. Then the other thing that you need to be successful in entrepreneurship is selling and marketing. You hear me talking a lot about selling as a number one skill that you need to be successful in anything. This includes entrepreneurship as well. You can't be an entrepreneur if you can't sell anything, if you're too shy to sell, if you're not comfortable in marketing yourself, in marketing your products, you can't be a successful entrepreneur. You need to learn how to sell. And I told you in the other videos that the best way to learn selling is just do it. Go out and sell your wares, sell your products, sell your brand, promote it. Be comfortable talking to people, interacting with people. Be comfortable in promoting your name, your business. You can engage some other people to do your marketing, but I suggest that if you are still starting, if you are still a startup and growing, you should bear the burden of doing most of the stuff, most of the things. You only start employing people as you grow a bit bigger. Otherwise, if you start by employing too many people, your business will be overwhelmed by the expenses and you can go bust easily. You can easily go broke. If you're starting, it's always advisable to have the smallest number of employees. Do most of the stuff, day-to-day management, the administration. You're doing the selling, the marketing, you're promoting the brand, putting up systems to grow the business. So as a startup, you are wearing all those jackets because you are trying to minimize on your expenses. It will come a time when you have grown enough, you employ extra staff to help you, you start delegating. If you delegate too quickly, too early, you find that you don't go that far before your business goes broke. In order to become a successful entrepreneur, you need to be self-driven, a self-motivator, because the challenges we are going to encounter requires someone who doesn't need to be pushed. You can motivate yourself by thinking about your family, thinking about your future, thinking about your generational wealth. That can drive you into so much wanting to be successful, and it can give you the reason to get up and do some work, to get up and start a business, to get up and push your products. You also need a lot of discipline. There are some people who have a habit of starting to spend too early. As soon as they get those few dollars, they become overexcited and they start to do silly things. They start to spend everything they have earned. They forget about the future, and that is a disaster. Entrepreneurs are disciplined people. They know when to spend and how to spend. They know how to save. They know how to invest. And that's entrepreneurship. They know how to invest money to multiply. They know how to create generational wealth. They are not just spending like drunken sailors. They are very careful with their money. In order for you to be successful in entrepreneurship, you also need to be financial literate. You need to know what cash flow means. You need to know what budget means. You need to know what income statement means. Those basic fundamentals. You can't get away with those things. Those are very basic, because if you're not financially literate, it means you're not able to grow your business. You are not able to manage your finances. You are not able to teach even your staff or your children. Pass on the skills to the next generation. For you to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to pass whatever you know to the next generation, to other people. You must be able to share information. In order to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to be very adaptable and flexible. You need to make your business relevant to the time. Trying to manufacture typewriters in these days of computers, that's not being adaptable. If you're still chasing those Kodak cameras in these days of smartphones, you're not being adaptable, you're not moving with time. Events will overtake you and you're left behind. Entrepreneurs move with time. Entrepreneurs are very good with changing with time. In order to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to be positive thinking. Think positively. See the good part of things. Don't always criticize, especially if you don't have any alternatives. I don't like people who just criticize things without providing alternatives. If you want to criticize, it's okay to criticize things, but don't just criticize for the sake of criticizing. Criticize and provide alternatives. If you just criticize without providing any solution or any other ways to do things, who do you think is going to do it for you? Entrepreneurs are doers. They take action. They don't wait for others to determine their life. They create their own lives. Entrepreneurs are very good at creating their own lives, in making changes to their own lives, making impact to their families, making impact to their communities, making impact to their countries, making impact to the world. That's what entrepreneurs do. They don't just shout and whinge and cry, expecting other people to do things for them. They do things for others. They do things for people, and that's why they're successful. That's why entrepreneurs are rich. That's why entrepreneurs have good lives, because they make things happen. In order to be successful in entrepreneurship, you need good leadership skills, which ties with everything that I've been saying: high level of integrity, respectfulness, innovativeness, teamwork, communication skills, diligence, integrity, open-minded, innovativeness. That's what can make you successful as an entrepreneur. If you lack in any of those things, the good news is you can always learn them. They're learnable skills. All these skills are learnable, and they're also transferable from one industry to the other. So whatever you learn as an entrepreneur, it's good that you can use these skills elsewhere. In order to be successful as an entrepreneur, you also need to be generous. Entrepreneurs are generous people. They love helping others. They love giving away their time. They love giving away their money. They love to share their skills. Be generous. Help where you can, and then that makes you a successful entrepreneur. If you're thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, and if you want to develop your skills more in entrepreneurship, please write a yes in the comment section. I hope you have learned a few things that you require in order to become a successful entrepreneur, in order to become successful in entrepreneurship. This is your Dr. Zek signing out.